Jharkhand's coal mines, along with money, spew gold, and diamonds. But while digging the land, sometimes they also open some such secrets which are beyond imagination. Today's story is my past, remembering which even today, my senses become cold. Actually, it was about those days when I went to Bukhara to investigate the coal mines of Jharkhand as a government contractor. Everything seemed fine to me in the initial days. Then, I came to know about the mine, where I had specially come to Bukhara to go. To say that this mine was closed for years. But I also knew that this is just a sham, so that dust can be thrown in the eyes of the government and government men. The mine was closed for years, but there was a whole settlement of people around it who used to come and go to the tea shop late at night. It was very cold, so I also put my blanket on the table, made of tin shed, and kept my bag at the head and started shining the torch around. Actually, I was calling the owner of the tea shop. Coming to this place for a long time, both of us started getting along well. Then, someone said,
"Lord, today it is too cold, so you will drink red tea only."
As soon as I heard the name of red tea, I said to the tea vendor with surprise,
"Red tea? What do you make it with blood?"
We both started laughing at my absurdity. But then the tea vendor took out the bottle of wine from his pocket and placed it in front of me. Then smiled and said to me,
"Sir, this is our red tea. As soon as you drink 2 pegs of the oath, the whole body starts bursting like fire."
I was tempted to see the liquor, but I refused the tea vendor, saying that,
"No, Lucas, today I am very tired. Some other time."
"What, sir? You have been coming to my shop for the last 3 weeks. About the world? You told me. How is your family? Everything. You look like you're from a good home. Still at night, you come to this small shop of mine to sleep. If asked anything else, you pretend to sleep. Why, sir, will you say something, even today?"
The tea vendor started trying to wake me up from my sleep, telling me, but who should explain to him that from sleep, he is awakened, who is asleep. Not the one who is just pretending to sleep. But I don't know what happened that day. My eyes were really stuck. I was only half asleep when it started raining stones on the tin shed. I woke up after hearing the noise. As soon as I regained consciousness, I saw the tea vendor lying on the ground in a drunken state. When I looked outside, there was piece of death all around. It was 3 a.m. on the clock.
"Dylan, is this the right opportunity? You will never get a better chance than this to fulfill the purpose for which you came here. Don't think anymore,"
I said to myself, and walked towards the closed coal mine. I had just gone a few steps away when the drunk tea vendor murmured,
"Where are you going, sir? Take your shroud with you."
My feet froze as soon as I listened to the tea vendor. But as soon as I turned back, I saw the tea vendor yawning in his sleep. I too took the talk of the tea vendor as a mere coincidence and walked towards mine. I started feeling cold as soon as I went inside the mine. I felt as if I had entered another world. And this world is nothing but darkness. At the same time, I also felt as if someone was staring at me from behind. And is it flying over me along with me? I don't know if it was all my imagination or it was really happening to me.
"Don't be afraid, Dylan. Just walk a few more steps. Then your grandfather's dream will come true. That diamond should be buried somewhere. After all, you have worked so hard to reach this mine. Now don't give up after coming so close, Dylan."
Somehow, I was going inside the mine with the courage of myself. Then, I heard someone crying right in front of my eyes. a man came out of the darkness, crying with the corpse of a little girl in his hand, and screaming was telling everyone,
Anyone? My daughter is not speaking. Is anyone listening? Somebody help me. I don't know what has happened. Can someone treat it?
Then, the same person came in front of me and started trying to bring her to consciousness by placing his daughter at my feet.
Brother, you help me. Look, the whole city is burning. All the shops are burning. People are burning. But no one says anything. Look, now even my doll is angry with me. Brother, are you listening?
Before I could do anything, after listening to that person, a woman was screaming in pain from behind me. As soon as I turned back, I saw a woman who has been burnt alive by someone and screaming in pain. She is running towards me without any reason. Seeing the woman on fire and hear her scream, my blood was about to dry. I was just behind in fear that only then I felt someone's hand on my foot. As soon as I looked down, my senses were blown away. The man who held his daughter by my feet. Half of the girl's face was burned, but she was still alive and was going to pierce the bones of my feet with her fingernails. I didn't know what to do now. Then from among the coals strewn on the ground, some other hands came out and started scratching my feet. The hands that came out of the mine ground were slowly pulling my body down to the ground. But by the time I could manage myself, it was too late. I was buried till my knees in the ground of coal.
Help me, please! Anybody, help me! Somebody save me! This mine wants to kill me!
I was screaming for help. I saw hands coming out of that ground. I was unable to keep myself alive. As far as I could see, everywhere in the whole mine.
Grandpa, I'm sorry. I couldn't take your hidden diamond from this mine. Please forgive me, if you can, Grandpa.
I said these last words to myself, then got buried in the land of coal. But the blood of my body was still hot. There was still some breath left in my lungs. By uniting which I was trying very courageously to come back up. Suddenly again many voices began to be heard. When some girl speaks,
Beware if you try to touch me. I will set myself on fire. You guys are scoundrels who want to rob a girl's prestige and prove yourself brave.
sometimes a man's voice would be heard.
Leave us, we will leave this city and go away from here forever. Don't burn my family alive. I join your hands.
So sometimes a boy's voice came from the corner.
Papa, Papa, where are you? Look, some people have killed Dee. Mother too was beaten a lot by those dirty people. She is not even speaking now. I am also very hurt. Papa, you come now, Papa.
My eyes were still closed, but I felt as if all this was happening in front of me. I could see many houses burning now, at whose door people were being burnt alive. Hearing the cries of the girls with whom the coercion continued, blood started pouring from my ears. But my eyes were closed. Then how could I see all this with closed eyes? I was even losing my last breath, immersed in this thought. I was starting to feel dizzy, due to lack of breath. My head was getting heavy, which clearly means that now my death is also just a few steps away from me. I could feel it in my subconscious. I had just taken my last breath, when a hand tearing through the ground came up to my chest, and grabbed my shirt and took me out of the buried coal. When I opened my eyes the next morning, the tea vendor was standing in front of me with a cup of tea.
Take it, sir. Tea. Tea, start your new life with a cup of tea.
Seeing the appearance of the tea vendor, I understood that the Messiah, who saved my life last night, was this tea vendor, which I immediately embraced.
It will be a great favor to you, friend. If it were not for you today, I might not have seen today's sun. But tell me one thing. How did you know that you will find me buried in the same mine?
On this question of mine, the tea vendor said,
Because, sir, where you were being buried, with those souls, I have saved 2 more people from being buried before you. So, I knew where to meet you.
Spirits? What are you talking about?
Yes, sir, souls. And these are the souls of those who were killed during the 1984 Bokaro riots. There is no family member left for whose identification countless such dead bodies were buried like and claimed in this coal mine, which even today shows glimpses of the misery that has happened to everyone who comes here and pleads for justice, but no one comes to give them justice.
I understood everything clearly as soon as the tea vendor said it. Why were those people screaming in pain? They were shouting. That fire, those hanging corpses, everything. I had heard about the Bokaro riots earlier also, but that would be awful. I didn't expect this even in my dreams. The souls who showed me glimpses of the misery that had happened to them. That scene doesn't make me forget. I never got my grandfather's diamond. Nor do I have any greed for it. Just now, to get justice for those dead bodies, I have filed a public interest litigation, PIL, in the district court. In the hope, maybe because of my effort, let a corpse find its identity, and justice too.